Hello, I am Flight Sergeant Williams, and welcome to a Cadet instructional video. Today, we will be learning how to sew on a badge and a button. First, you will need a needle, thread, pins, badge or button, an optional embroidery hoop, a stitch ripper, scissors, cloth measuring tape, and a thimble. As part of your career with Air Cadets, sewing is a skill you will need to use many times. This video is a step-by-step of the basics. To remove the old badge, turn the garment inside out to expose the old stitches. Using care not to cut yourself with the stitch ripper, use it to gently cut out the old thread so that you can remove the badge. Make sure that all of the old thread is gone, leaving a clean surface for the new one. Cadets requires that all badges and ranks be placed in exactly the right spot. You will need to go to the Air Cadet website or Google to find a page that shows the exact placement and measurements of the particular badge. Using these references and the cloth measuring tape, place the badge in the correct spot and pin it into place. Make sure it is straight, adjusting and repinning as necessary. While not necessary, an embroidery hoop can be helpful in holding things steady while you sew. You simply loosen the outer hoop to separate the two, place the smaller inner hoop behind the fabric, push the out hoop onto it from the front of the fabric, and tighten it to hold it in place. Pull out and cut off a length of thread about the length of your arms, spread apart. Wet the end of the thread, and feed the thread through the eye of the needle, pulling the thread through halfway so that the cut ends match up evenly. Wrap the thread around your pointer finger 3 times, and then use your thumb and middle finger to roll it off your pointer finger. This should leave you with a little loop. Grab the thread above the loop between your thumb and your pointer fingernails and pull down. This will make a knot. Each badge has a thick ridge of thread near the edge, with the material that is thinner just inside. That is where you want to set, as you will find it easier to push the needle through. You may choose to use a thimble to minimize sticking your fingers. While holding up the edge of the badge with your fingers, push the needle partway through the badge from back to front. Once it is in the right spot, pull the needle and thread all the way through. This should set the knot at the back of the badge, and you are ready to start sewing. Push the needle through, close to the spot it came out from, front to back with one hand, while carefully grabbing it on the other side. Pull it tight. Then push the needle through from behind, about a pinky width or less from where the last stitch was. Keep on stitching, narrow in the front, wide in the back, until you have gone all the way around the badge. Be sure to look at every few stitches to make sure it has stayed straight and the material of the tunic is not puckered. If you make a mistake, not to worry. You can always use the stitch ripper to remove the stitches and start again. Once you are done, push the needle and thread through the back, feed the needle through a few threads and pull tight. Then feed the needle through the same threads, twist the loop thread around the finger 3 times, feed the needle through and pull tight. Repeat at least once to make sure it is tight, trim off the thread, and you are done. Occasionally, you will find that you have a loose or missing button that has to be sewn on. This is a quick and simple process. Often, you even see the area where the thread went through before, and you can use that as a reference. Prepare the thread and needle. Push the needle through from back to front and pull tight so the knot is against the back of the fabric. Put the needle through the hole in the button and slide the button along the thread to put it into place. While holding the button there with one hand, push the needle through the next hole and pull tight in the back. Repeat this process several times. Once the button is secure, feed the needle so it comes out between the button and the front fabric. Then wrap the thread tightly 3 or 4 times around the button and push the needle through to the back again. Tie off and trim the thread, and you are done. The pride of having a neat, clean tunic with all the badges on tightly properly shows. Thank you for watching.